whether you guys have a real spring game will depend on the roster depth and how many guys are hurt. Are you hoping that you guys are able to have a full-fledged spring game as opposed to just like, a glorified practice?
Yeah, I kind of hope we have a full game so we can get more live reps. On Saturdays we kind of get we get to tackle a little bit, but I hope we can have the game so we can get like actual football plays. See guys actually play football instead of scripts and things like that.
How much do you feel like this team has developed over these last 5 weeks or whatever?
I feel like we've came a long way. I think mostly mentally though, we're at a completely different mindset. Defensive-wise, we're playing completely different than we were last year, and I think that's a good thing. So I think we came a really long way that way.
What do you see as the biggest difference defensively?
Just the way we're playing. We're playing with more violence, more speed, more urgency.
What were you just working on?
I was just working on pass rush. I moved to outside backer, so coming off the edge and things like that, rushing. So I was just working on some pass rush moves.
How did that change kind of come about?
We moved to a 3-4. I feel like they think we have depth at backer. We have guys hurt now, but we have depth. So they decided to split us up inside, outside. So I just got put to outside.
What kind of different role is it for you, that position?
It's different from last year. Last year I was playing behind the ball. I was playing wheel. So now I'm more of an edge rusher, more pass rush things as I was just working on more coming off the edge, but still dropping back.
How do you like it?
I like it a lot. I didn't get to rush a lot last year, so I feel like it's a totally different world from being behind the ball. So I like the change.
Do you think it plays more into your kind of skill set?
Yeah, definitely. With speed off the edge and my length, I think it's a good change for me.
How much do you weigh right now?
225.
And are you happy with that? Do you want to get bigger by fall?
I think for me, I think it's more strength than weight. You can be really big, but if you're not too strong, it's not really going to help you much. So I feel like I'm just trying to get stronger, and as the weight comes, it comes.
How different is the linebacking coaching crew? What is Roy Manning doing for you?
So the main difference with Coach Manning is just he's working with me with my pass rush. So we're doing more pass rush stuff during indies, working with the D-line more with our strikes and our punches.
How are you guys holding up at the Chip Kelly pace of play? Are you guys feeling a little worn down? We're getting toward the end of practice here.
I definitely think guys are getting worn down. Bodies are tired, but I think we're holding up good. We have depth in certain places. Certain places we're losing guys, but I think overall we'll be good.
How much help will this, having gone through this in spring, when you open fall camp, you'll be I'm assuming a lot more comfortable with what you need to do going forward?
Yeah, definitely. This spring, having Coach Kelly and them here this spring will definitely help us towards camp. Knowing what practices would be like, knowing the pace that we're going at. Guys that aren't in shape now know, well, camp is coming, so I got to get in better shape because we're moving at a faster pace than we did last year.
How much does the scheme help to make it more of an attacking pressure defense compared to what you were running?
The scheme is completely different, so it's basically geared towards the outside backers. It tells us what to do. So when in nickel, it changes everything. We're more attacking. We're more going towards getting the quarterback instead of having us dropping back. So it's basically, it's a word game. So we listen for certain words that tell us what to do and where to go.
How would you describe the personalities of some of these new coaches, like Coach Azzanaro or Coach Manning?
Coach Manning, we say he's always on 10, meaning he doesn't turn down. So when we're out here, he's always fired up. And him being on 10 carries over to us. So it's like we have to match his intensity. If we don't, then it's like, well, he's turned up and we're not. So we got to fix that.
What about Coach Azzanaro?
Coach Az is more. He's laid back, but he's a great coach. He's more behind the lines, but if he sees something that needs to be corrected, he'll correct it.
Anything else? Yeah. All right, thank you.